one player from every AFC team breakout candidate. Let's talk about it. So this is coming in here from Steve Lastnameton. Great last name. And he gave one player from each of the AFC teams who's going to be a breakout candidate for this year. And he has Jermaine Burton, which so far, Jermaine Burton has had a fantastic last couple of months of the offseason. Really looking like an absolute monster when it comes to getting his crap together and figuring things out. And I'm very happy about that. I can't stress it enough. Listen, this guy has the ability to be an absolute freaking stud. Jermaine Burton has all the potential to be a top 5 receiver, maybe top 10 receiver in the NFL if he can get his crap together. That's really what it comes down to. Now, again, that's if. There's always an if, right? And the if is if he can himself get his stuff together, he can be a great receiver. And if we could have him take off, already we have, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, and Yoshi, all 3 great receivers. It could be a very special situation to have 4 wide receiver, pretty much 4 at least wide receiver 2 or better on our squad. So this is why we dropped him in the 3rd round, even though he was a problem, in college, even though he was a, head case. At least, hopefully, it works out in the end here. Okay? Very ecstatic for this. And again, he's one breakout candidate that I have heard a couple different people say this at this point, especially with how he's doing this all season. I would love it, man. I would absolutely love it. I would be tickled pink if he could be the breakout candidate. Again, like I said, it's one of those situations where there's a lot of players I would love to break out, by the way. One would be Matt Lee. Matt Lee's another player I really want to have a breakout year. Other than that, though, Moma Jagmita, I would love for him to have another, a lot better year than his rookie year, but still really start to take off as well. Like, again, just players like that where once they take off, especially because of contract situations, you're getting an absolute superstar for the price of a bag of chips, which is what you need. That's what you need. That's what the Eagles do. That's what you need in order to be able to run a successful team. You need some of these guys who are late round picks, either 3rd round, 4th, 5th, 6th, whatever, to really take off. And when you look at our receiving core at that point, you would have Jermaine Burton, a 3rd round pick, Yoshi, a 6th round pick, being absolute studs. So on this list here, we do have Greg Rosario, we have Chop Robinson, Demario Douglas, Leonard Taylor III, Travis Jones, Michael Hall Jr., Peyton Wilson, Kamari Lassiter, Latu, Antoine Harrison, J.C. Latham, Marvin Mims, Jaden Hicks, and Jackson Power Johnson. And then finally, Latupupu. Chargers guy. Anyway. Yeah. But again, like I said, there's a couple players on our roster. I just, listen, this needs to be the year of the breakout, right? We need Myles Murphy to break out. We need Joseph Asai to continue to get better. We need Cam Sample to continue to get better. And again, there's a lot of players on this list that, just going to continue to get on that list of breakout candidates. Because I do feel like we have a very good young secondary. So you got Fig Newton. Fig Newton's going to be an absolute menace. All right. I'm probably higher on this roster than the average Bengals fan. That's why I'm actually really looking forward to this upcoming year, and I really do like our roster. I know not everyone is in that same boat. Some people don't like our roster. Some people think we haven't done enough. I think as long as we got number 9 and a couple things start to go our way, we'll be absolutely fine. But shout out to Steve here for posting his players for his breakout players. Again, like I said, Jermaine Burton, tickle pink, man, if we could actually get him to get things figured out. But it comes down to his own, mentals. That's really what it comes down to. The only person that can help Jermaine or can make sure Jermaine Burton breaks out is Jermaine Burton. And so far, his biggest enemy has been Jermaine Burton. Like, it's almost like uncanny, but it's kind of the fact of the matter is, your biggest enemy sometimes is yourself. And his actions off the field has been his biggest enemy. So, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next one.